A warm welcome to all of you who is watching us from all over the world. Today with you is Veronica Seban. I am the owner and founder of the Elite Global Leadership Club, Business Power Academy, Elite Global Leadership Magazine, and the Global Talk Show. Elite Global Leadership Club, it's a professional global networking leadership, public speaking, and public relationships organization. Elite Global Leadership Club has establishments around the world in different countries. And today I am very honored to having my client and my guest, Dr. Joy Vaughan. And she's an amazing, transformative coach, and she is an amazing and powerful human being who wants to go globally with her business and to impact thousands of people, transforming their lives. And now I would love to invite you, Dr. Joy Vaughan, and to introduce yourself. Tell us more about you. How did you initiated your business journey?
So first of all, thank you so much, Monica, for having me on. Right? Um, when I first met you, I guess maybe recently, right? I was like, that is a woman I need to know, and I need to know better. But who I am, I'm originally from Barbados, and I came to the United States when I was around 16 to start my career and go back to school and just to, start on a new leaf. My mom had just passed, and my dad thought it a good idea to move from our country, Barbados, to a new setting where I could actually thrive. Does that make sense? And so at that time, I went right into the United Nations because that's what he was about. And that started me looking differently at there's a bigger world out there, and I need to be part of that. So, and sure enough, I started my journey as an occupational therapist. I love healing, you know. But then at some point, I got really, really sick, so I couldn't do that anymore. So what do? I remembered my mother saying before she died, she said, Joy, you have to reinvent yourself in every 5 years, but make sure you plan your life in decades. Okay, it was time for reinvention. So I started writing, I started publishing my books. The first book I published was a children's book called Three Mean Alligators, and it went around the school system, and it was an anti-bullying program that did very, very well. My son at the time dressed up in alligator costumes with his friends, and we were on TV. It was blast. I had a good time with that. But everything moves on. And so the next book was called Powerful People, Powerful Lives. And I went from little kids to teenagers. Now you know what teenagers give, right? Yes, Veronica, they give a lot of trouble. So that helped them. And then a little bit later on, I wrote my third book last year, and that was called The Art of Resilience. Now, my practice is helping people to reinvent themselves and to be resilient. That's what I do. That's who I am. That's what I do. Why? I've had to reinvent myself several times. And honey, when it comes to resilience, Dr. Joy takes a licking and keeps on ticking. That's who I am. So I teach what I know with great
Wow,
results.
it's very, very powerful. And the fact that your mom so was guiding you till a such age, it's incredible, powerful to having your mom at your side till a
Mhm.
such age. Because I do believe that every single entrepreneur, business owner, leader needs someone, at his side to be motivated, inspired, and empowered. And that's one of the reasons why we are here today together. So to empower each another and to lift up each other and believing in each other. So this is the most important tool ever that we, the humanity, need, because without believing in you, without believing, for example, in Dr. Joy, we cannot grow. So no limitations. We are limitless. I know. So being said that, let's move to the next chapter of our session. I would love to ask you, after going through a such profound life transformation, because it's a profound life transformation, what is your hugest potential and capacity of transforming the lives of thousands of people around the world?
Can you repeat that again, please, Veronica?
What is your hugest potential and capacity to transform the lives of another people around the world?
It is limitless. When I discovered that I could be powerful on the internet, it was full tilt boogie. The pandemic was a blessing, really. Before the pandemic, I could not find a job. And I'll be honest with you, right? I have my doctorate in brain and behavior work. I've always done that. I studied first at Columbia University, and I continued in my transformational work. But really looking at the brain and behavior and how to shift brain patterns to have better behavior results. That's what I do. In 2019, I had just graduated with my doctorate. I thought, oh, I'm top of the world. The doors are going to open up to me. It's going to be awesome. Not at all, Veronica. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to dust myself off. I'm going to pack 3 suitcases and I'm going to take off and take a trip around the world. Change my life. 20 countries, 2 months, a camel ride, and just touching the clouds in Switzerland. Amazing, amazing,
Wow.
amazing. And I really got to answer your question. This is what I was born to do: global transformation of people, but not any people, particularly people in transition in their lives. Just as I was in transition with my life, I'm here to help people in transition with their life. Whether you're going through a divorce, whether you have been cut off from your job, whether you're starting a new company and you're not sure what to do, it's all about doing the inner work. And you said with changing your belief system that you can be successful.
Wow, I do love so much your drive and your passion, especially your determination, because this is an important factor to achieve your dreams and to accomplish, your purpose. I love driver leaders like you. I am properly passionate, to connect with leaders like you who are um, feeling the passion and the flame inside of them to transform and to change the lives of people, who are really needing you and me and all of our who are willing to contribute to their growth. So I am getting even more excited, listening to you, and I would love to invite you and to share your vision with us. Where do you see yourself with from now till 5 years ahead?
It's so funny you're asking me that because I just worked on that over last weekend. I'm scaling. And where I see myself now is in the context of being 100% free to do what I want to do. Yeah. And that would be to travel around the world and speak on stages and to train and to transform the lives of people, whomever I touch. So the goal is whomever I speak to as a result of my speaking to them, they experience a transformation right there.
Wow. You
That's
are on the Yes, you are on the right place at the right time, because that's exactly what we are doing at the Elite Global Leadership Club. We are organizing global virtual and physical events where you can speak on stages And once you become a member of the club, all the world is yours because you will be automatically introduced to all my global networking, and then you'll be keeping in touch with many like-minded leaders and business owners, which is amazing and powerful. So that's the value of Elite Global Leadership Club, which is providing to all the clients who are here with me on the stage of Elite Global Leadership Club. And I am really super excited to continue this journey together with you and with all the another clients who are joining us on 3rd of September for the Feminine Leadership Summit to make a huge difference around the world. And being said that, so I would love to invite you to share with me your mission. So how do you would you love to guide your audience, the people who are in need of your services?
The kind of things I do with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what is your mission? Yeah, yeah.
my mission really is to see every person have the capacity to be powerful and to not get stuck where they are. So definitely for them to reinvent themselves and to be resilient. That's my platform. That's my mission. And I'm sticking to it because I know the value and the power of not getting stuck in a mental mindset that has you so disempowered that you can't move forward. You can't realize what God has for you. You can't fulfill on your purpose. So that's my mission really, is to make sure that each and every
Wow,
person.
you do have no, you do have you do have a very powerful mission, which is gonna help many people to get awareness and to leave their comfort zone, because very often we are living in our painful comfort zone without realizing it. Even if it's painful, I think that we are scared for changement because transformation is painful. Let's say the truth. How painful is the transformation? How scaring is that? How scaring is what you want to build and you cannot see it ahead of you?
Yeah. But what I love about my work, there are three things I work on. Number one is your fear. Number two is your procrastination. Because procrastination is the enemy of reinvention and resilience. It's like tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. No,
Um,
now.
I want, yes, sorry, I want to add something valuably to the term of procrastination for those who don't understand the significance of the term procrastination. The people are not procrastinating because they are not willing to do what they are supposed to do. The most of the people, based on my experience, having collaborationships and guiding clients, is based on the fact that they are in a period of healing and transition, of discovering themselves. Yeah, and they don't have yet clarity. And when someone do not has yet clarity and it's in the period of healing, the emotions are blocking them, and
Yes.
without realizing it, they don't take action because they are focused on what? On the pain, right?
Yeah.
on on what has caused the pain, on the past.
Mhm. Mhm.
And they feel themselves caught, in that painful comfort zone. I want to mention I am also an expert in human mind and behavior work.
Brilliant. Well, great minds think alike, right?
Yes. So I have studied the neuro-linguistic programming, and I really do love that. I am doing it with lots of passion.
Yes.
Yes, and okay, so now let's move forward because the purpose of this session is to help and you so that you can market your branding to get clients, but so that we can also inspire and motivate another people so that they can change their lives. And I would love to ask you the next question, which is how do you define your purpose?
How do I define my purpose?
Yes, yes.
First of all, I'm spiritual. I'm very spiritually led. Yeah. And I'm really clear my purpose here. I don't know if you know this, Veronica, but I have died and come back. I went over. And I was sent back specifically to help people to fulfill their God-given purpose, to do whatever I need to do. And really, that's my purpose, to help others find and fulfill their God-given purpose. So what does that look like? Removing all the barriers that would prevent them from moving forward. Whether, like I said before, whether it's fear, procrastination, self-sabotage, lack of clarity, um, other people, you know, getting in the way of them doing what they're supposed to do, that voice in your head that you keep listening to that keeps telling you you shouldn't, maybe not. Yeah, then you talk about neuro-linguistic programming. A lot of my work is done at that level so that people can actually get free. So what I sell is freedom.
Wow, it's amazing. And I think, that sharing so much value in terms of knowledge and lifelong experience, it's gonna impact many people who are in a period of transition like you have been and me too. What caught my attention is that we do have the same experience. I have
Mm,
been also going through a such situation like you. I have survived, and I do believe that I survived with a purpose and mission to change many lives. Because I don't see it otherwise.
right,
There isn't another reason why I survived. And it happened at a very young age. I was only 33 years.
wow.
33. Yes, my daughter was at that time 13 years. And she has been seeing this and experiencing this and trying to save my life. A child of 13 years who grew up with a profound trauma till today.
Mm,
And I always have highly protected my daughter. Talking to you, I am getting tears and emotional because being a mom, you always are doing your best to protect your child, to do your best for them, to give them everything possible so that they can be happy. And unfortunately, we cannot control that. Not
no,
always.
you cannot. You cannot. And the thing about it is that recognizing that you can't control everything brings you such freedom.
Absolutely. So the best thing what we can do is let it go,
Yeah,
accept the situation, and grow, so to move forward. There isn't another way. I am sharing this message to all of you so that you can understand the different phases of
yeah.
life and of growth and transformation, because this is a part of the journey. If you are expecting that life is gonna be perfect, that's never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. And you know what? I think understanding that is three quarters of the battle. when you don't understand that and you keep expecting life to be perfect, it really and truly it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And so it makes it uncomfortable just to live because you're living in unfulfilled expectations.
Absolutely. And we have to step into the realization zone to realize the truth, even if it's hard to accept and embrace. But
Yeah,
we have to be very, very grounded, or at least, to be here with us, with an expert who can guide you, like
yes,
Dr. Joy Vaughan, and to show you the way how to get out from your comfort zone, which is extremely painful. And remember, transformation, it's even more painful, but you have to admit that. And that's going to help you to transform your life. And before we are closing this session, I would love, Dr. Joy, to ask you to share with our audience your platform. So, do you have a website and where our lovely audience can keep in touch with you and apply for your services?
yes. It's www.drjoycoaching.com. I can email you, and my telephone number, if you want to get in touch with me, which is the quickest way, is 786-256-6664. Lots of sixes, but it's 786-256-6664. And just look for me, drjoycoaching.com, and I'll be waiting for you because 2024 is coming up. Let's get ready.
Thank you so much. So it's a huge, huge honor to having you here with me on the stage of the Elite Global Leadership Club. And I want to mention that this is also the Department of Branding, where I am helping my clients to market their branding and to go globally, massively. So blessings to all of you. And then I see you in the next session.